Paranorm Podcast contains content that might not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. This is Paranorm Podcast. Hey guys, it's Emily.
And Sierra.
Here with episode 3 of Paranorm, the podcast where we discuss all things paranormal and true crime. This week we're going to get in on some spooky stuff. But first, how are you, Sierra? Because...
Well, doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This week was a little rocky.
Oh, yeah. It was a little, rustic.
Okay, so, what Sierra is so kindly hinting at, we live in a old home. It was built in the 50s. Yeah, the 50s. I should know because it's my great-grandmother's home. But I'm looking at Sierra like, correct? Is that right? What do I say? And so we have been ever so carefully upgrading and remodeling. And when Emily has anxiety-ridden thoughts at 3 a.m. in the morning, tearing up carpet.
Yeah. Casual.
Yeah, so everything's... we've had our ups and downs. This week was definitely a straight plummet down, hitting the hard rock and being washed away by the water.
Yeah, and that was Monday.
Oh, yeah, it was Monday and Sunday. So, we had no water Sunday, Monday, and part of the day on Tuesday, right? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Because our well house, because we are on a well, just decided to quit on us. So,
I was gonna say screw you.
Yeah, it really was like screw you. It was just so overwhelming. Just craziness. I had to call my mom. You know, it was terrific. I was like, I don't know what to do. So we had to shower over there. We brought pitchers and pitchers and pitchers. To fill up with water so we could come back home and get ready for work the next day.
Yeah.
Maggie was not thrilled. She was not getting her usual cold water from the fridge. We got some nasty looks on that one.
She's a spoiled princess. Emperor.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah.
My bad.
And we wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, that's
honestly.
True. That's true.
But thankfully we got that fixed.
Yeah.
After some really misogynistic well man. We have one handyman whose name is Charlie, and he's like our superhero.
Yep.
We literally, and I'm not exaggerating this, call him for almost everything.
Yeah.
Anything that my wonderful stepdad Bill cannot fix, we call Charlie.
Yep.
So Charlie, however, the one thing he does not know how to fix is our well. So we had to deal with someone else who, let's just say, was not as wonderful.
Not Charlie Parr.
No, it was not as wonderful and just was not as wonderful. That's the only way I know how to put it. So we got that fixed, and then, what was that, $800 later?
Something ungodly like that.
Yeah. Emily has her head, I had my head in my hands, just hyperventilating while Sierra's, I don't know what to do.
I'm going to be gone for 10 hours tomorrow, so don't burn down the house.
And then I came home to a wonderful surprise of a $500 propane bill on the door of propane that I did not order. Because it is the middle of summer here. Well, actually the beginning, because I think the first day of summer was last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Last week or a couple weeks ago, whenever this comes out. Yeah, so we definitely don't need heat right now. So
that's the only thing we use it for. So.
Yeah, and I kind of lost my temper.
I was not here.
She was not here. Usually Sierra can reel me back in. It was full blown Emily rage though. So yeah, that was we have to switch propane companies now. But I found a wonderful new one. So happens to be the same one that Sierra's parents use, which is hilarious because they live in Indiana.
So like 12 hours away.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've had a quite eventful week this week. We're very grateful. This is Friday that we're recording this. So
yeah,
thankfully we got through it.
Yes, we did.
Only cried a few times.
Yeah.
Sierra cried no times, probably.
Yeah.
I cried all the times.
Well, you had to take the brunt of it. So.
Oh, I did. It was definitely a.
I mean, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you because this week burning down the house seemed like a solid plan.
Yeah. But I cooked dinner yesterday.
She does. She cooks dinner on Thursdays because Thursdays are my long work days, and I usually cook dinner because it's like a stress reliever. I guess that's what you can call it because I'm like in my little headspace and I listen to other podcasts. And that's why we drink and wine and crime basically.
Yeah.
All the time. Those ladies are like my heroes. So yeah, I just kind of chill in the kitchen, cook, and do my own thing. Yeah. But Sierra cooked last night, and it was wonderful. So we are doing okay now.
Yeah.
We're back into our...
We ate good food. We had a solid, easy night.
Yes. We're counting down the minutes and the seconds, basically, though, because in a couple weeks we're going to go to Salem. And that is seriously, I'm so pumped about it. We're going to Salem, and then we're going to go to Maine and stay there for a couple of days. So yeah, when we get back, we're going to have so many things to do, but I know that Salem's probably going to be the next thing we talk about, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a good break, though, because it's different, like, being locked down in your house during coronavirus than being on vacation.
Yes, exactly. And I've never been out of the South before, so I'm
so excited.
Yeah, I've never been further than Alabama, and I've been to Florida, but I mean, that's it. And I've never been higher than Tennessee.
Oh, gotcha.
So, this is going to be exciting. And we're driving. I don't think we mentioned that, but we were driving, so.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I've been to Boston one time.
Yeah?
But not, like, to Boston, like. It was in Boston, but it wasn't, like, going there.
Yeah.
But I have, pretty much, like, D.C. is, like, the only place I've been to on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. Well, other than the one time that I went to Virginia. Yeah. we don't need to expand on that any farther.
Sounds good. But yeah, that's how we are doing this week.
We hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, all so well. And I don't think I said this before, but if you guys are not doing well, if you feel like you need support or anything like that, on our blog we have access to multiple crisis helplines and links to crisis helplines specific to multiple different things. So if you guys feel like you are under too much pressure or need to talk to someone, please reach out. That is the first step, and it's the best thing that you can do. So you can visit our blog.
And a lot of those, like, are anonymous, so it's not like you have to worry about somebody, like, following up with you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and sometimes that's the best thing that you can do, like, and it can make you feel so much better just to talk to somebody. But yeah, so we're gonna get into my stories. Let's get into it. Yeah. All right. This week we're discussing the hauntings of not one, but two pubs because I couldn't find a lot on them individually, so I was just like, let's just combine these bitches and see what we get.
Gotcha.
So, a double whammy, or whatever the correct sports term is, because who the fuck knows
bonus.
So
free play.
Isn't that in bingo?
Free space.
Free
space.
Free space.
This is one of those free spins. You know. But the regular, in your game.
In my game?
Yeah, where you get a free spin and you get something extra.
What game?
Forza.
Oh!
The only game you play.
Oh, my car game. Okay.
Yes,
like,
your
what
car
are we
game.
talking about right now? I'm very confused. Okay.
Not Candy Crush.
Not Candy Crush. I haven't played Candy Crush in a while.
I never played Candy Crush.
Oh, me and Wendy are like... She doesn't play that one anymore, though. She plays something else. But I can't get into it. Alright, anyway, let's get back to this, because we just got off on a tangent about Forza. Okay, let's just where was I, actually?
At the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, not even a full sentence in. Like, I haven't even gotten to the first period yet. Okay. Anyway, the first pub we're going to talk about is Rera's Pub, which is located in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina, which is sort of a hometown story. Sort of, not really, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's called Uptown Charlotte because that's just what they decided in the 70s, because Charlotte is on a hill, so it's the highest point, so it's uptown, not downtown.
Oh,
Don't get it twisted.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I know about 2 things about Charlotte, so.
Well, I knew that it's uptown. Like, I know that, like, if somebody says downtown Charlotte, they're not from around here.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I did know that, uptown.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just want to yell about my fucking great sources that I used for this little blip of Rera's. I used hauntedrooms.com, thecharlotteobserver.com, strangecarolina.net, and charlottesgotalot.com.
Oh.
So I used some other ones, but I will put those on the blog. I don't know if we said that last time, but all of our sources are going to be found on our blog, like with pictures of the places or like crimes or whatever that we are discussing that week. So let's get started with Rera's Pub. Here we go. The pub was opened in 1997, so we the same age.
Oh, I'm older than the pub.
You're not older than the building, though, because it is the second longest standing building in Charlotte.
Oh, well, that's good.
So that's something. Which, while I was doing notes, I found the actual article that was written the year before the pub opened in 96. And it was just, like, wild to read.
Really?
Yeah, because it said that North Tryon Street was a dead road and had no sort of nightlife or life to be described in any sense.
Oh, my goodness.
Anybody that knows Charlotte knows that North Tryon Street and Trade is, like, where it's happening.
That's, like, the place that's, like, all the...
Literally everything is there. The Discovery place is there. Like, there's there's probably not billions, but there's a bunch of restaurants and shops and all that stuff. So it's
like a mecca, like the center.
Yeah, so to think that it was described as dead and dirty, which it still is kind of dirty because there's a bunch of people everywhere and that's just gross.
That's just kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, but it's just hilarious because that's wild to think.
Yeah, I mean, to come back from something like that where somebody said it was dead and now it's like really popping.
Yes. So that's all the history I have for you.
What?
Yeah, I could not find, like, any history on this place. I looked up the freaking deed and everything and could not find anything.
Alright, so
if you guys find anything,
exactly,
like, just let your girl know, because I need to know what it was before it was a freaking pub.
Yeah, we'll take everything you got.
Seriously. But yeah, so we're just gonna get into the ghost. And, like, why people think it's haunted. So, one of the, like, major theories why people think it's haunted, which I'm kind of on board with right now until somebody tells me differently, like, what was there before the pub, is that the owner, a dude named Sheehan, he's Irish. I don't really know how to pronounce that in
yeah, I'm not sure.
Irish dialect?
Right.
What do they speak?
Gaelic.
Gaelic, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to speak Gaelic, so.
Where's my mom when you need her?
Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, the owner, brought, like, multiple artifacts that, were dated back to the 17 and 1800s from Ireland.
Oh.
So, like, they gotta have something attached to them.
Right.
Like, this, like, has given the pub so much history within it, and like, you don't know where he's gotten the stuff too, like, who could have been attached to the stuff,
right,
especially that far back, which like might not seem that far back to, like, other countries, but United States, like,
yeah,
that's a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole time, so.
Yeah. So many people think that the items that brought back were, like I said, brought some sort of attachment with them, which makes some sense. And it is one of the oldest buildings in Charlotte, so it's got to have some history to it. Ever since the pub first opened the doors, staff have been reporting, like, a variety of paranormal activity. While reading an interview with one of the managers, which I thought was really cool because, like, we got some wait staff in on this.
They always have the best stories.
Yeah. Of the bar, like, she's the manager of the bar right now, or was then. I think it was like 2017. She's a general manager, and had apparently worked there for a number of years.
Gotcha.
So she goes on to say that she thinks there are about 6 ghosts, and like goes and gives more deets about it. Like, there's a gentleman with a handlebar mustache.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's very specific.
Yes. He has been reportedly seen upstairs at the bar. So, like, can you just imagine a dude rocking a handlebar mustache just, like, glaring?
Just, like, he's got, like, a drink in one hand and a cigar in the other hand. And
Yeah.
He's just like,
sir, you can't smoke in here.
He just looks at you and you're just like...
I mean, I guess you can.
I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, you just stay right there. You're fine.
They believe that he was from, like, when the bar was a bank.
Oh.
So, wild. I did not even see that in my notes. I was just typing like nobody's fucking business.
So there is,
but, like, that's the only
a tad
site,
history.
That's the only site I saw that, like, that it could have been a bank, though. Because there's no other indications that it was, because there was, like, no vault when, like, that's kind of a major plot point in a bank, is the vault.
Yeah. I mean,
so, like
you how long have vaults been invented, though?
I don't know. I feel like that's too deep of a question.
All right. Well, we'll circle back to that some other time.
When we talk about bank robberies, maybe. But, like, I feel like a lot of this just needs to be taken with a grain of salt.
Right.
Because it is a manager from the bar, so she might be trying to, like, drum up some stuff.
Right, that's true.
So, who knows? She said it was a bank. We don't know. Who knows?
Maybe you guys can let us know.
Basically. There's also a young female spirit. She does some creepy stuff. She likes to write on a wall and practice her ABCs.
Oh. There's like Stranger Things up in here.
So back in 2009, a hella long time ago.
Oh, so long ago. I mean, this year's been like 10 years, so...
11? 2020?
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
2020 has felt like 10 years.
Oh, yes. Yes, it has. I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
That's all right.
It took me a minute. Anyway, yes. So back in 2009, the building almost, like, completely burned down.
Oh, no.
Because somebody tossed a lit cigarette into a trash can in the back alley, and it just kind of instantly, like, ignited. And, it was at about 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
Not a lot happening. It took 30 minutes to get the fire under control.
Wow.
Which is, like, a long time. But, like, it's a bar, so there's alcohol, so it just, like...
Yeah. So
keeps going.
Like, yeah.
But they found, like, this brick wall that, like, got exposed during the fire, and that's the brick wall that the little girl, young woman... They can't really tell her age, writes on. So, a really creepy picture of, like, the letters A, B, and C on the wall I put on the blog. And Sierra, let me just tell you, it is, like, so lightly etched on the wall. Apparently, they have tried to scrub it out, to brush it away, to paint over it. So, like, basically everything, and they can't get rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super creepy.
If you guys just heard that noise, that is Maggie chewing on her bone, letting her presence be known.
Yay, Mags.
But yeah, so all of that, and it's still not. She just paused. She's waiting until I start talking.
That's like real life, though. Every time you start talking, she, like, squeaks her toy.
Oh my God, every single time I pick up the phone or I try to tell Sierra something, Maggie starts squeaking her bone. Her stuffed animals.
Like, she's just not doing anything beforehand, and then she's like, oh, you're talking now? Let me go find a toy I can squeak.
Let me get adjusted.
What?
So, they have pretty much tried everything to get this writing out off of the walls, and just kind of left them now, so they're just kind of chilling. Because why not? I mean,
if you can't get rid of it, what else are you gonna do?
Exactly. So a lot of people like go in and take pictures of it, or like specifically go there.
Like a tourist.
Yeah, kind of. There's like pub crawls.
Oh yeah.
Like haunted pub crawls, and they'll go to re-raws, and do it that way. But when it comes to like who has the most interaction with the ghost, it's mostly employees, which makes sense because like a lot of people say that like once ghosts get like comfortable with your presence being there, like they show themselves more, you know, because like they realize that you're not really going anywhere no matter what the fuck they do. So but yeah, so most of the like people that have had interactions with them are employees. Like plenty of bartenders have stories of like late night encounters or early in the morning where they've had full conversations with somebody and nobody would be there, which is pretty cool and kind of goes along with like what ghost experts were saying. They talk to people that they feel like they know. Not necessarily know. I feel like that's not the right word.
But like are more comfortable, like are more acquainted with.
Yeah, exactly. They're not surprised by their presence.
They caught their scent or something.
Their what?
Their scent. Not their scent, but you know, like their, like.
I thought you meant like scent, like as in money scent, and I was like, what does that have to do with?
You know how like babies or dogs get to know your scent. Yeah.
No, I get you now, but before
it was like they know your aura or something. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know how they work.
Am I rubbing off on you? You just said the word aura.
Well, I mean, it's a spirit, so.
Okay, anyway, so my favorite story that I read from the Re-Raws website itself is the story of the mystery brick. Let me just tell you, it's hilarious. So the alarm system went off in the middle of the night, triggering a call to the police. When the manager arrived, police were in the process of their investigation. The only thing out of place was a random red brick in the middle of the floor, which is excuse me, sorry.
Just laying there.
Yeah, just like chilling. Sup, bitches? I see you. You see me. Look at this nice brick I found. Anyway.
I brought it home for you.
The security cameras were checked and there was no signs of anyone entering the pub or leaving the brick in this strange spot. To this day, no one knows where the brick came from or who put it there. But rumors are linked to like well-known prankster ghosts because these ghosts like to mess with people, which is honestly same. Yeah. Me as a ghost.
I mean, if you're gonna be a ghost,
like you got to do something fun with your ghostly time,
right?
Or like, what else is the point? Just like scare somebody constantly. The funny part about this is the red brick is still kept in the manager's office as a reminder that they might not be alone in the pub.
Aww. What if that's like someone's like favorite brick, like a ghost's like favorite brick? I don't know why they would have a favorite brick, like his favorite stuffed animal or something.
Considering that like we have like, well, not we, I mean me. Sierra mostly has no part in this. I have like favorite little items that I bring home and name them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that just might be that ghost homie brick, you know?
All right. At least it's still there. They're like, I wonder, like, I kind of wish they had just, like, thrown it out on the street and, like, seen if, like,
no!
Like, if the ghost, like, brought it back.
Their place would have burned down again.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, that probably was not again.
So a couple other things that have been happening there, like, since they've opened. So since 1997, here we go. Beer taps mysteriously turns on, which seems like a fucking waste. Bread baskets will be knocked off the counter.
Oh yeah.
Also a waste because bread is a holy food. And the sounds of sewing machines in the basement, which for some reason just makes me like skeeved out. That really creeps me out for some reason.
Right, because, like, it doesn't seem like there should be any reason for that.
No,
sound.
And it's like, it's just such a random ass sound. It's like a humming. It's just, it makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, that just, no, I can't do it. It makes me so uncomfortable. After so many unexplained events, even the most skeptical staff have been convinced that they're sharing the space with some friendly ghost. They also apparently have certified ghost hunters that come out every year to see if anything's new happening, like new energies, new spirits, whatever. However, they just keep coming up with the same kind of stuff, which is kind of a freaking bummer, man. Like, well, I want to know what they're finding. I want to be on your team. So, on to the next story I have for you all. It is another bar, Avi, called Hemingway's Bar and Grill. It's found in Marietta, Georgia, which my family just so happened to lives in. My dad and my mom and my brother lived there for a little bit, and then I have some cousins and aunts that live there, so.
Also kind of hometowny.
Yeah, I know where it is. I've been there. I can say that.
I have not been successfully to either of these places.
So it is Marietta, Georgia, like I just said, trying to find the place in my notes. I'm using Sierra's iPad because we figured out that my laptop makes hell amount of noise, and this is kind of like a learning curve for Emily because this is definitely different than what I'm used to. So, bear with me, everybody. Okay, now, I used a couple more cool places for my sources for this one, and they were theshadowlands.net, which is wild. Anybody that has...
know that existed before now.
Anybody that has, like, a good 10 minutes on their hands needs to, like, extend that to a good 2 hours, because the amount of places on that list is actually insane.
Wow.
Like, they had, like, for each state, what haunted places are in there, like, everything. So I would highly recommend that website because it was super helpful, and it's definitely bookmarked now.
Nice.
So,
no matter where you live, no matter where you listen to this podcast, you can find something that's haunted near you.
Yeah, shadowlands.net. Nice. We're totally not sponsored, but if they want to, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, I used exploregeorgia.org, patch.com, americancivilwar.com, hemingwaysmarietta.com, and atlantaeater.com. Also, Reddit, because...
why not?
Yeah. So, when I told my dad I was doing this story, he did the typical dad stutter, you know, where they're trying to figure out if they've been somewhere or not, like, that sounds really familiar.
Wait, that's next to the other place?
Yeah.
With the thing,
right? He came to the conclusion that he needed to ask my mom.
Nice. So no conclusion whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever. And he was like, I'll get back to you on that.
And then never did.
So, Hemingway's Bar and Grill was established in Marietta, Georgia on July 1st, 1992, not 1892.
Oh, okay.
1992.
1992.
Yes.
I was 2.
I wasn't born.
You were -5.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I forgot to breathe.
This happens all the time, people.
All the time. Just a joy to have around. Okay. It's located in Marietta Square, which to me is hilarious because literally every town in Georgia, it feels like, has a square. Like where I lived with my dad and my mom, it was McDonough, so there was the square. Like, everywhere had the square. So it's called...
Which I think is pretty, like, normal for old. Because I feel like it's like a place where, like, you know, the town would gather.
Yeah. This is the content that you guys live for, right?
Well, sorry, I'm still thinking about the squares. Because they're very popular, like, in Europe, too. So I don't know if it's, like, a European thing that the people brought over.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, off on another tangent about squares because, you know, why not? My favorite little fact about this place is before it was a bar, it was a morgue.
Oh.
And
oh man,
yeah,
they just set themselves up for that one.
A city fucking morgue. That's just hilarious to me because I don't even know. I don't know if it was still a morgue during the Civil War because it was like Marietta was like a big area for the Civil War because obviously it's Georgia and Georgia was a big area for fighting. So General Sherman
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came through there and claimed victory for the Union and defeated the Confederate in Marietta. Actually, it'll be like the anniversary of that next week, like July 2nd. So, craziness. Nice. But it was like a really big battle. Nobody even knows how many casualties there were because of how big the battle was.
Yikes.
So, yeah. I don't know if it was still a morgue or what. But still, that's a lot of energy in that one place because you have the morgue and the battle and everything like that. Again, that's all the freaking history I have for you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, man, I do not understand. So, maybe I just need to find better sites or just like go on to number 10 of Google to continue because I went all the way to 6 and found the information I found. Page, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
But I found other ones that I want to do that had way more information, but I wanted to do these because they're both bars and I really liked the like environment of them from what I saw on the webs.
And it's also like hometown connection.
So
we'll revisit haunted.
Well, I really want to do a Marietta episode because I found out some spooky shit. So definitely want to do that, which is on our list, which is going to be on our list because the list is all the way over there.
Yeah.
So we're going to just start with the ghost, I guess.
Yeah.
Again. So the basement is apparently the most active of the building, where many people say they smell formaldehyde. Formaldehyde? Yeah. Which, if you guys do not know, that is used in the process of cleaning and embalming dead bodies. So a very strong and very distinct smell.
That's what my frog smelled like.
Your frog?
Yeah. The one we had to dissect.
No. No. Yeah, no, I was not there that day.
It was like a week and I was definitely there.
Yeah, I didn't have to dissect a frog, thank God. I did have to do the sheep's eyeball and a chicken thigh.
We had a worm and a frog.
How the hell do you dissect a worm?
Basically, you just very carefully cut it open. And then lay it flat.
Nope. I know you could do, if you took anatomy, you had to do the cat.
Oh.
And honestly, I don't think I could do that.
I had to do a pig, I think.
No. I would cry. Like, I would actually not be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Ain't happening. So, anyway, the basement. Bargoers often say that it's so overwhelming, the smell of formaldehyde, they don't actually want to go down the stairs. So, it's like a really, really strong smell. But thankfully, it's not like you have to go down the stairs. It's more so, like I was saying, with re-raws, they also have haunted pub crawls and stuff like that. So, they get kind of like special access.
Gotcha. So, it's like you kind of already want to if you're on this like, haunted tour.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You just put up with it.
A lot of people just said that the stairs were really creepy and they didn't want to go down them anyway. Aside from the smell.
Yeah.
So, and not everybody smells it, which is wild to me.
Huh.
So, maybe they're just like a little more in tuned, or they're just bullshitting. Who knows?
Yeah. They're just playing into, like, it's psychological.
Yeah. So, next are the phantom spirits that, are reported seen in, like, clothes of not of the century.
Oh, okay, yeah. Historical garb.
Yeah. People will see, like, soldiers chilling about, and they know they're soldiers because they're, one, wearing uniforms not of this time, and two, they're, like, Confederate uniforms.
Gotcha.
So they will try to, like, take pictures with them or of them, and later on, they'll come back and look at the pictures, and there won't be anybody there, one, or the entire picture would have not turned out. Like, it'll just be, like, completely black or, like, fuzzy or something like that, which is really creepy.
Yeah, because, like, obviously, you know, there's one thing if you don't see anything, but two, if it's, like, completely blacked out or something. Yeah. It's
like they know that you saw them, and they don't want you to have that picture.
Yeah.
So, that's just a little unsettling.
No paparazzi.
So, a longtime server there had reported, like, somebody, like, the feeling of somebody standing behind them, which also is fucking creepy / annoying. Like, can you imagine having a ghost bartender judging how you make your drinks?
Oh, yeah.
In my day, I did not put that in there.
We would never.
A woman behind the bar?
Fruit in the drink? Barbarians these days. Obviously, I have no idea about bartending, so I don't know if they put fruit back then.
That's why I find this so funny. Okay, so Sierra does not drink. She's so much fun even without it. So I, however, do, and the fact that she is getting this on point just cracks me up for some reason. The same bartender also says she often hears her name seemingly be called by like an empty bar stool. Like, she'll look over and there's nobody there where she heard the direction that her name was being called, which is ew, man, ew. Like,
well, I mean,
no.
Yeah. No, it's not great.
No, it's really not great.
It's also, like you said, it's also really annoying. Like,
Yeah.
if you're, like, you always think somebody's calling your name, but then they never are, then somebody calls your name and you're like, it's not really a person, there's actually a person there, and you're like, ah, crap.
Yeah. Oh, man, no, I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Okay, so for our last ghost, at the Hemingway's bar, we move outside of the bar. It's like general parking lot / front stoop kind of area of the bar, but I really wanted to include it because of how fucking creepy it was. Stoops.
Get off my stoop.
I can't deal with you imitating my accent. Anyway, so I saw this like story recounted on like multiple threads on Reddit, and then a couple of different places online as well. So apparently there are people who have seen a woman chilling outside the bar looking for a ride home. And then when you like accept the ride home and like you offer to give her a ride home, once you get like a little bit down the little ways down the road, people said, sometimes they said that it's like right when you get to the Marietta cemetery or just like a little ways down the road, she disappears.
Oh.
Which is so unsettling.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Like, yeah, no, that would be, it just fucking vanishes. Like, I couldn't deal with that. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, that's not great.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, don't give strangers a ride home because they might be a creepy woman ghost who's just hitching a ride home to the cemetery.
Whoa, man.
But, yeah, so that is the stories of the Rerod's Irish Pub and the Hemingway's Bar and Grill, Charlotte and Marietta.
Cool.
Yeah.
2 places to go.
Yeah, seriously.
For great food and ghosts.
Seriously, I was looking at the menu for Hemingway's, and I was telling Sierra what they have there, like fried pickle spears, because yum. And she's like, where is this? Let's go. And I was like, she goes, we can go tomorrow, because I don't have to work, and she doesn't have to work. And I was like, we're not going to Georgia.
He always busting the bubble.
My dad would be pissed if we went to Georgia and just to eat food and did not come see him.
Well, we can go get there by lunchtime. Take him to the place. Wait, how far is Marietta from where your parents live?
I think it's like an hour, 2 hours.
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
correct.
Well, maybe not.
It's definitely north of where they live.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, never mind. I don't know.
Doesn't fit in with our plans tomorrow. Well, I hope you guys all have great plans because we have none. So.
Well, we're probably gonna do something, but we just don't know what it is yet.
Garden.
Well, there's that.
We have a garden on steroids right now. We have like a little tiny greenhouse and a garden bed and a whole bunch of everything. Yeah,
all the plants.
I can't go to Lowe's by myself, or even when I don't go by myself, I still bring home new plants. And Sierra's like, where are we gonna put them?
Yeah, pretty much. We always buy like at least 3. Like
at least 3
or more.
Well, most of the time Lowe's, shout out Lowe's because sponsor us, has like the 3 for $10.
Yeah,
on their plants.
True, they do.
So,
That's how they get you.
So now that you guys have listened to us successfully talk about our plants, I think that's all we have for you. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to follow along or become wonderful, wonderful Patreon donors, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Paranorm Podcast. You can visit our website at paranormpodcast.com. Email us any stories, whatever your thoughts are.
If you find anything about the squares.
God, you and these squares. You can email us at paranormpodcast@gmail.com. We are also on Patreon, like I said, at Paranorm Podcast. So basically, you can find us
anywhere. Just search Paranorm Podcast and click on all the things.
All of the things. We have a new logo now.
Da-da-da!
So that's really exciting. So you guys can look at that. We will be unveiling that in our Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, so we thank you guys for listening.
Yes, thank you very much.
This was a good episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah, so all right. I think that's everything. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.